Have you ever felt someone watching you, even when you're alone? That's what visitors say after walking through the old castle ruins in Blankenburg, Germany. A woman in white. No sound, no footsteps, just a cold feeling in the air. Locals say she's not just a story, she's real. And if you see her, something bad might follow. Stay with me until the end. This is not just a ghost story. This is the haunting of the White Lady of Blankenburg. Blankenburg is a small, peaceful town in the middle of Germany. The streets are clean, the houses look like they came from a storybook, and the trees sway gently in the wind. People here live quiet lives. Kids ride bikes, neighbors greet each other, and time feels slower. But if you walk past the town, through the forest where the trees grow taller and the air turns colder, you'll find something strange. Hidden behind the branches and thick fog is an old castle. Broken, silent, almost forgotten. The walls are falling apart and the stones are covered in moss. No one lives there now, but the people of Blankenburg still talk about it. They say the castle holds a secret, a very sad one. They believe a woman once lived there, and even after all these years, she never left. Not in life, and not in death. And this, right here, is where her story begins. People say she wears a long white dress that flows like the wind, and her face is hidden under a soft white veil. You won't hear her speak, you won't see her walk. She floats, slowly, silently, like she's part of the air around you. Some who saw her said she was crying, soft, broken sobs that made their skin crawl. Others said her face showed pain and anger, like she lost something that meant everything to her. But one thing's for sure, she's not just a shadow, not just a story. She's real. They say she still wanders night after night, searching for something or someone. Maybe a lost love, maybe justice, or maybe peace. And if you ever see her, don't run, because maybe she's just looking for someone to finally listen. Long ago, in a quiet village, there was a kind and gentle young woman named Elsbeth. She lived in a grand castle, but her heart belonged to someone her family would never accept. A brave knight, poor but true. Elsbeth loved him deeply, but her family had other plans. They wanted her to marry a rich and powerful man she didn't even know. When they discovered her secret love, they were furious. They locked her high in the castle tower, alone and heartbroken. She waited, hoping, but he never came. And then, she vanished. Some say she jumped in despair, others whisper she was silenced by her own family. No one truly knows. But ever since that night, strange things have happened in the castle. Cold winds, soft cries, shadows that move when no one's there. They say Elsbeth never left, that her broken heart still wanders, searching for the love she lost. A security guard, just doing his usual night rounds, saw her walking down a hallway that was locked from both sides. He froze. He tried to speak, but nothing came out. The next day, he quit. He never came back, not even to collect his things. Then there was a tourist, a young woman. She was smiling, taking photos, enjoying the trip, until she heard a soft whisper right by her ear. She turned around. No one was there. A few seconds later, she fainted. Another man said he felt a cold hand touch his shoulder. It felt real. He even turned quickly, expecting someone behind him, but he was alone, completely alone. These people weren't looking for ghosts. They were just living their lives. And yet they all say the same chilling words. Once you see her, you'll never forget it. Many ghost hunters came, one after another, hoping to find the truth. They carried cameras, strange machines, and open hearts, ready for anything. Some stayed for hours, sitting in silence, waiting. Then, strange things began to happen. One group said their camera recorded a soft crying voice. Another felt a sudden cold wind, even though the air was still. One woman swore she saw a shape in the mist. It looked like a woman in a long dress, just standing there, watching. A team from Germany came too. They brought high-tech gear, but while they were setting up, their lights suddenly turned off. Everything went dark. And then, they all heard it, a soft whisper in German. Ich war nie frei, I was never free. They packed up and left quickly, shaken, silent. But all of them said the same thing before they left. Something is really there, and whatever it is, it's not at peace. Behind the old castle, deep in the quiet woods, there's a small, lonely grave. The stone has no name, no words. No one knows who lies there for sure. Most people just pass by. But once a year, someone comes, and they leave a bunch of white flowers, soft, fresh, like a gentle goodbye. Locals say it's Elsbeth's grave, the woman with the sad story, the one who waited for a love that never came back. If she's really buried there, then why hasn't her soul found peace? Some say the pain in her heart was too heavy. Others believe she's still waiting for answers, for love, for someone to remember her. And maybe, just maybe, the white flowers are not just flowers. Maybe they're a promise, a quiet way of saying, you are not forgotten. They say if you see the White Lady, something bad will happen. One man saw her near the old bridge. Just 3 days later, he crashed his car. He survived, but he still doesn't talk about what he saw. A woman was looking at old photos from the castle. In one picture, there was a shadow, a figure in white standing behind her. She got sick soon after. Doctors found nothing wrong, but she said she felt cold and watched. A young student was doing research for school. He wanted to learn more about the legend. But after his visit, he started having the same dream every night. A woman in white, crying, staring at him. He couldn't take it anymore. He dropped the project and never went back. Is it a curse? Or is her pain so strong, so deep that it reaches anyone who comes too close? Maybe she doesn't mean to hurt anyone. Maybe she just wants someone to understand her. Some people travel all the way to Blankenburg just to see her. They walk the quiet halls, feel the cold air brush their skin, and hope for a glimpse of something strange. Maybe they're curious, maybe they just want to feel something different. But the people who live there, they always say the same thing. Don't stay when the sun goes down. Don't walk alone. Because something changes when night falls. The air feels colder, the silence feels heavier. They say, if you hear a soft cry carried by the wind, don't stop, don't turn around. Just walk, keep walking. Because if you see her face, even for 1 second, it might be the last thing you ever see. Some believe she's just a ghost, but others say she's still waiting, still looking for someone who left her behind. Some people say it's just an old story, a tale passed down through time, but others believe it deeply, like it's part of their own truth. One thing is sure, this story has never faded. For hundreds of years it stayed alive, whispered in homes, written in letters, told in quiet voices, and even now it still touches the heart. It brings fear, the kind that makes your skin cold. It brings sadness, like someone lost something they'll never find again. It brings questions, like who she was and why she's still here. Because they say she never got her ending. And that's why she's still walking, still searching, through the silent halls of Blankenburg. What about you? Do you think she's real? Or just a story from long ago? Tell me what you feel in the comments. And if you felt a little chill while watching this, don't be scared. Maybe she just wants someone to remember her. If this story touched you, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and share it with someone who enjoys ghost stories too. And hey, if you love calm moments and want something relaxing to do, check out my Travel the World Word Search puzzle book on Amazon. The link is in the description below. Because sometimes a quiet puzzle is the perfect way to escape. And always remember, not every ghost wants to frighten you. Some just want someone to listen.